So if someone really, really hates bugs, like can't stand them, doesn't want to look at them, doesn't ever want to see them, is moving to Mexico a bad idea?
That might be a bad. That might be
Thank
cute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a if you have a zero tolerance level on pests, you should consider to moving to Mexico and even more to Yucatan.
Right.
Yeah, if you wanna live here, you need to accept that you will coexist with them.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that might be a bad idea. Yeah.
Perfect.
I would say that there are 4 types of fauna that you don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Scorpions, mosquitoes,
Definitely.
snakes, and there is this the Chagas insect. So the Chagas bug, we call it here in Yucatan, we call it pic. The pic could be carrier of the trypanosoma. Trypanosoma is a type of parasite that it's under fecal materia.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So in the moment when they sting, they drop at the same time, and when we scratch, you put that parasite.
I see.
Yes, that's right. You spread it, and that's the moment when the intoxication arrives. It's more like a silent killer because you started having a couple symptoms maybe in a couple weeks, but the symptoms are like an allergic reaction.
Okay.
You know, the crying eyes, maybe
Yeah,
the nose, you get sneezy, and that's all. And then this trypanosoma starts to allow in your heart, and it can make a very bad infection. So yeah, it kills you like in 20 years when it's already too late. Yeah. So the dengue mosquito. The dengue mosquito, not all the mosquitoes have dengue. Just a little percent have dengue. And yeah, you need to be careful. And the best way to be careful is with your mosquito screens. All your house in Yucatan, all the houses in Yucatan needs to have mosquito screens.
Okay.
For us, that's a thing that is necessary. Also, as keeping your kitchen clean and you're washing your dishes, you need to have your mosquito screens. There are people that like to ventilate the house. You can do it at the midday. You can ventilate if you like to ventilate your house. But in the morning or in the afternoon, you need to put your mosquito screens if you're going to leave your windows open. Because dengue is something real.
Right.
Yeah, I have heard dengue.
We
I've
had-
heard of it. Yeah, my mother had. My mother was here for a visit last year, and in November, and a mosquito with dengue bite her, and she had dengue 1 month. Yes.
Terrible.
So dengue is very real, and sometimes people underestimate. But yeah, dengue. So in COVID, the saliva was the main vector, but here the vector is the mosquito.
Right.
So when you are dining with friends in a restaurant, in an open restaurant, there are mosquitoes biting.
Yeah.
And goes with one leg, then they go to another leg, and they go to another leg, and that's how the dengue gets. So it's similar with the pig. All the pigs can carry trypanosoma, Chagas, but not all the pigs have Chagas. So maybe you will see that pig, but that doesn't mean that that pig has Chagas. So yeah, we need to relax a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of pest control business is scary to people. I don't like that. You know, I don't like to scary. People that
You just like to scare the bugs.
yeah. I don't like to scare you because that's one of the most cheapest tools
Right.
that the pest
Fair.
control
Yeah,
business have, and I don't like them. I rather more education. So that's why I like to give you the best ideas of what these insects can do. So mosquito and bee are 2 of the 4 that I could say. Scorpions
Yeah.
are the 3rd one. We only have 3-4 species in Yucatan. None of them are lethal. Maybe if the things that they hurt,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
If you want to give an idea, also to people that is hearing us, you want to have an idea. I mean, imagine that you grab a needle, and with strength you do like this. Tra.
Yeah.
That's an example of how it hurts.
Okay.
You grab a needle and you do with your strength.
Okay.
And that's pretty much.
So
It hurts a little bit later, but that's almost. There's not going. Maybe you could have a couple allergic reactions. Maybe you can have a little bit of your sneezing, a little bit of on your pressure in your ears. Maybe you can have a little bit of blurry eyes. Maybe your tongue gets a little bit inflamed. But that's almost everything. In a couple hours, it's gonna be out.
Okay.
Also, it's good to watch yourself. So, how's the rule? If they are forbidding you, if the poison is for, if the reaction is not being able to you to do something, that's the moment where you need to go to the hospital. If you can't see, if you can hear, if you are shaking, if the food doesn't have a taste, that's the moment where you need to go to the hospital, and they are going to give you a serum, something like that, and you're gonna be fine.
One thing that we talked about that I thought was so interesting is that the smaller scorpions hurt way more than the big ones. And I thought that was interesting because you look at these big scorpions, you think, wow, that thing must hurt. And
Yeah.
you're thinking the small ones are so adorable, but they're going to hurt way more than the big.
That is because the poison is more concentrated. They have in a very strong concentration.
Because they're smaller.
That's right. That's right. They are new ones, or they are creating this poison. So they have it on a very concentrated doses.
You're right.
So pet the bigger scorpions, don't pet the smaller.
That's right. and
That any of them.
Yeah, no, they are adorable.
they are very nocturnal animals. So they like to move in the night. It's very, very uncommon that you see a scorpion in the day. Yeah, it's more or very, very early in the morning, or very, very in the night.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the third one. And the fourth are the snakes. Yeah, so we only have 4 that it could be dangerous. The rattlesnake. We have here the nauyaca. Also I think the nauyaca is called yellow snake. I don't know, maybe. I don't remember.
Because it's yellow?
Yes.
Okay.
We also have the wolpoch, and we also have the coral snake. You're very related with
coral snake.
Okay, coral snake is very common here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, actually in Concal, it's an area
Seen
that
them.
there are a couple ones that you can see in a year. So the 4th of them are dangerous. It's very important that if you see a snake in your garden, you don't lose the eye on them. You need to call the fireman, and they will try to do the best to get rid of that. The firemen, they are not. We always see the firemen just as firemen, but they are also civil protection.
Okay.
So yeah, they get rid of bees' nests, of wasps' nests, and also snakes. They have the tools doing it. I need to tell you that like 2 years ago, we took a course of how to manipulate the snakes and how to relocate them. But everything was good. I was doing it good with this. How do you say this snakes? I don't know how to constrictora.
Yeah.
That eat mice.
Okay.
These rat snakes.
Yeah.
These that eat mice, eat rats, maybe eat a lot of insects. Harmless snakes.
Yeah.
But everything goes good until you have a rattlesnake in front of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes the snakes know that they have the poison to kill you.
Yeah.
So they kind
More
of
aggressive.
they are more aggressive. So
Yeah.
you're doing good your work. And in the moment where you have a rattlesnake in front of you, you say, this is not for me. I will leave better the firemen do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, we stopped doing the snake thing a lot of years ago because of that. So yeah, you need to be careful about these 4 type of snakes. One is three of them are vipers, and one of them are culebras. That means a snake, a regular snake. What happens if they go to they know how to climb very well. They use reptan. So what happens if they go to your neighbors? The best way to do it is just calling them, knocking the door, and tell them that you had a snake on their garden, so they can be aware of that.
To say, oh, I threw a snake over here.
Not a good joke.
It's important to tell them because sometimes the kids are playing in the garden, and it could be a mess. And the snakes likes to go into the pool system.
Oh,
Yes, sometimes you are giving maintenance to your pool, and you open the lid, and there's the snake, and So it's better to tell the neighbor, hey, we have a rattlesnake in your house, in my house. I have a coral snake in my house, and it go to yours. Sometimes when you share trees,
Right.
they go over there. So yeah, it's better to tell them what could happen if one snake bites me. It will be interesting. We have I'm gonna talk about antidotes a little bit we have time. So we have green that the green antidote that it's the green code that it's called vipermin, and that is for vipers, more for emotoxins. So we have also the the yellow code that is for the coral that is called coralmin, and it's for coral snake. And we have also the gray one that is for recluse spider, la araña reclusa. It's araña violinista, the violinist spider. We have that. I don't want to scare you. You only gonna see them in very, very strange places. They love abandoned places. They love places where you storage wood or carpentries. And you leave it like that with humidity. Right. Those are the places when you have a recluse spider. That is more like a cytotoxin, and that is more like a necrotic type of poison. Yeah, that it starts to rot in the tissues. Right. So yeah, that's dangerous, Yeah. So this one, people think that rattlesnake bite me. Yeah, I need to buy one of those vipermin vials. But it's not just one. Sometimes you can need 20 of them. It depends how the poison is involving to your body. Yeah. And it's very expensive. One of those is like 4,000 pesos. So yeah, and the coral mean it's like on 5,000 pesos also, and you could need 25, 30. The recluse spider, there was this case that this guy needed 35, 40 vials, and that is on 17,000 pesos.
Oh my God.
So what, just to survive, just to live, oh my God.
Just live, and you know what? And if you live, you're gonna be broke.
Oh my God. So these set the snakes.
Well, I did the other day. I was walking, I saw a yellow snake.
Okay.
He looked harmless. I walked over to him. He kind of stood there, didn't move. And then eventually I backed away, but he was a yellow snake.
Yeah.
I saw a yellow snake.
You need to just leave it there.
He likes all the pests.
I'm gonna go up. Film it.
Just be careful. I mean, just be careful. You want to do it, just be careful. Just keep your distance, because they are very fast.
I'll just need like 10 or 15 vials. I'll be good.
You never know the strength of a snake until you have it on your hand, or you have it with your materials that we used for grabbing
snakes or something like that.
No, these metal things.
Oh, the metal, that grabs the snake.
That's right. When you grab it and you see how strength they are, that's like when you see, wow, these snakes are.
Yeah, he's strong.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a quick rapid fire.
Okay. Sounds great.
All right. True or false? Okay. Okay. If I fumigate once, I'll never see bugs again.
No, that's totally false. Yeah. If you the fumigation, as I told, it's you need to see us as a gardener, as a pool guy, as a cleaning staff in your house. It's pest control services is also a service of maintenance.
If my house is new construction, I won't have any bug problems.
It's false also. I mean, that those have the new houses have the advantage that they are new, so they could not have insects.
And then the last one, seeing bugs in your house means your house is dirty.
That could be true. That could be true because yes, the insects and the bugs like the places that are not clean, not order. It's part of the nature. The jungle is like that. It's a mess. It's a mess. So if you go to a house that is a mess, maybe you can have. And I don't like to say it like that because as I told you, it's not my work to judge, but it's the truth.
What about I just moved to the Yucatán and I looked out the window and saw a bug as big as a human head. Sure.
Maybe you can find a tarantula as that size.
Really a tarantula that big?
I mean, not as a head, but you can find a tarantula
Size.
as my hand.
As big as your.
Yeah. I have stories.
God,
I have seen.
not human heads. Not something. There's no insects that are massive.
No.
They're gonna attack you.
No, we don't have that. Actually, the only thing that could be aggressive, as I told you, maybe a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
And maybe the scorpions. That's the mostly.
Normally you hear the rattlesnake. I know I've came across them in Arizona.
Yes.
And you would hear them because as you get closer, that's the one thing that they do, hopefully to say, look, stay away.
That's right. That's right.
And I know I did hear, and that's exactly what I did. I just kind of backed away. Didn't get a good look at it because it was just in the weeds, but I imagine that's what we'll hear, of course, if we're.
It's the same. It's the same thing. You can hear them on a distance, and it's and yeah, you can. As you said, it's a warning. It's like, hey, I'm here. This is my area. Just don't walk here. Yeah. And there is also a one that I liked a lot. That it's about the pets. That pets help to have to have a better pest control in your house. Yes, and the pets work a lot. Well, sometimes we have these poodles that we have in our house that we spoil too much, or we have these cats that spoil too much in our house, and that those already lose those abilities to control the insects in house.
Like
but
Leo's not chasing after it.
But the animal, but in general,
Milo will kill somebody.
Yeah. So there are a couple that can do it.
So in general, it's good to have cats and dogs because they will somewhat get rid of some of these.
Somewhat, yeah. Maybe if you have two dogs, maybe one of them can get rid of that trouble mice that enter into your house. Yeah. Maybe the cats, they love to hunt roaches. Yeah. They love to hunt different type of insects in the house. So they're actually. I have a very funny story. I won't say the name again, but I have this candy factory in downtown in Centro. A lot of years ago, I started working with them, and there was a couple rats that entered into the warehouse, and it was a big warehouse full of candy bags.
Wow,
candy bag, and so one day I had to report, Pablo, another bag, and you know what? This is a bag that has 100 little bags.
Yeah.
So if they rob the bag, you can't sell that bag anymore. So it was just not a problem of the pest controller. It was also a problem of inventory because we were losing because of that 5 rats that enter into the warehouse. And it was a problem because daily was the same thing. So we were losing tons and tons of products.
Great products too, candy.
Yeah, but not just candy, also snacks like Cheetos and these things that we sell in Mexico, chicharrones.
Yeah.
So I said one day I need a meeting with the CEO, with the director, and he was like, okay, I will get it to you. And then here it comes. Say, Pablo, go to the office. How are you? It's good to see you. Well, what are the plans, man? What are we gonna do? Because I'm losing money. What are we gonna do? We are paying you. So what's the problem? Yeah. I said, you are gonna kill me, but we need to do something crazy. And he was like, what do you want to do? You're gonna kill me, but I need to tell it to you. We need to put cats. And he was like, Pablo, you are a professional on pest control services, and you're telling me that we need to put cats on the warehouse. And I was like, it's the only choice we have left. Wow. We already did trapping them. We already put the bait. We already put different types of baits. We already were hunting them. So I was like, the cats are our only choice. Yeah. So I managed with an association. We have 5 cats, and the company adopted them. Okay. So they give them food, shelter, very nice. They were very nice with the kitties. And we put the cats in. Day later, no mice, no rats, not anything. And that is because it's a natural behavior.
Nature does.
Yeah. So in the evolution, the predators produce a type of enzyme that they transpire. and the preys have learned how to smell it.
Ah,
So if they smell these types of different molecules that the predators produce, they go away.
Yeah,
Because I'm not gonna dive here.
yeah.
I'm not crazy for candy.
Yeah,
It's
candy
survival.
doesn't sound as good.
So yeah. If people ask, it's good to have cats to the insects.
This is the people who don't like
It's
cats.
true.
Hey.
Wow, what a great way to get rid of them.
Yeah, it's a funny story. I have a couple of those.
Great story.
Yes.
So in fashion of this might be a bad idea, we always ask our hosts or our guests. So if someone really, really hates bugs, like can't stand them, doesn't want to look at them, doesn't ever want to see them, is moving to Mexico a bad idea?
That might be a bad. That might be.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a if you have a zero tolerance level on pests, you should consider to moving to Mexico and even more to Yucatan.
Right.
Yeah, if you wanna live here, you need to accept that you will coexist with them.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that might be a bad idea. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being our guest, and we
pleasure.
really enjoyed our time. And how can people reach out to you?
Our name of the business is eControl. You can see all our work in our social media. We are on Instagram as eControl Meet, also on Facebook as eControl Meet. Yeah, so you can find us everywhere. And if you have a question, you can send us a WhatsApp, and it will be a pleasure to serve you on any doubts you can have. Yeah.
Perfect.
We have we not also do fumigation. We also do refrigeration. So we also do installing. We do repair. We also do upholstery cleaning for couches, carpets, beds, everything, mattresses, everything, dining chairs, everything you can have in your home. And we also do the waterproofing service of painting in the roofs. So
Okay.
yeah, those are our 5 services that we have. And
Well, thank you so much again.
it was a pleasure.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having me. We learned it was great.
Thank you.